Okay guys, welcome once again to another vlog. Now today's show is really tailored for the up and coming DJs, but what I'm going to be doing today is to show the new guys who started out using MIDI controllers like this right here. In fact, let me take that off. If you're new to DJing and you started off on this, I have nothing against you, because this is the technology you saw at the time when you started out. So what can you do but use what you have, right? Now when I started out, we started out here on turntables. This was the baddest thing ever for us, even though we never had these fancy cue point dicer machines and mixers with cue points and stuff on it. All right, what we had back then was just straight up analog, and we had to work with it. And let me show you something right here, guys. This is my old mixer. It's kind of dusty, but I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna dust it off. This is my old mixer right here. See this right here? I even dated it. I used this mixer from 2000 to 2015. That's how long I had this mixer for in running order, and it still works. So what I'm saying? It's an analog mixer. You can't hook it up to a laptop. It's just straight up analog. Now, if I wanted to make this work with a digital age, I would have to add my, and this is what I used, by the way, to actually get this mixer to work with that stuff back in the day when I just started out. When I first went digital with my old analog mixer here, I had to connect it to this. So I had to feed my analog mixer into here before I can get it to communicate with a computer. But this has been retired. I don't use this anymore, because now I got my new mixer here that will do all of that for me. So as I was saying, guys, back in the days when we never had this fancy stuff, what we would use is the old school stuff that we had. And the main topic for today is really this stuff, cue points. I want to show you guys what it was like to actually be able to cue stuff up on the vinyl, which is this stuff here, without having the modern technology here. Now you guys probably like, how the hell are we gonna cue without having cue points? Well, we were doing it back then, guys. Back in the 80s and the 90s, we were doing cue points before we had cue point technology. All right, and I'm gonna show you how easy it is. What we were doing is marking the grooves on the record, and you guys might not understand. Let me take this off right here. The vinyl record itself actually have lines. It's one continuous line that goes right around from the beginning right until the very last end, where it comes off the groove and go into this open area right here. So it's like one straight line of music, and on that line you can find the sound you want and actually mark that spot by putting a piece of tape on the actual spot. And let me show you something right here. I'm going to use one of these old tractor tapes I got here. You can actually mark the actual record. All right, so I'm going to show you a perfect example right here. I'm using Bionic Booger Breaks on Todd Rumble now. They used to be Dirt Style back in the day. They're now called Todd Rumble. It's Q-Bert's company, Q-Bert and Yoga Frog, their stuff. I'm just going to use it as an example. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to find the sound, and then I'm going to mark it with a piece of tape. And this is my actual cue point without having to use this stuff here. And I'm gonna find it by just putting the needle right to the spot. All right, guys? So check this out. I'm gonna do it right now. First, I'm gonna find some sounds that I like. Maybe something right here. Let me play something real quick.
Who dares to go against me?
Okay, now that sound right there was very popular back in the day. Where you can hear that guy from the movie said, "When I kill anyone who dare to go against me." Now, if I wanted to mark that spot, that sound would be right here. I can actually pause the record like this, get my piece of tape, and I can put a piece of tape right at the actual sound itself, guys. There you go. All right, guys. Now let me cut this off. I don't need this in the way. So hopefully now, guys, when I lift the needle up and put it back on the actual groove, it should be right at that point. Now, if you do it and it's not at the point, meaning you're gonna have to take the tape off or your sticker, and then you line it up again and you slowly slide it under the needle, under the actual stylus, right till it gets to the edge of the needle itself, and just barely have it touch it without slipping it out of the groove. And the minute it touches it, just paste it down so that it is being a guide now for the actual needle itself. So what you're going to be doing is when you drop the needle will come right at the edge of the tape, and you're going to slide it off the edge, and it will drop right off and into the actual groove you want. So that's how you find it. So you would actually put the needle on top of the tape and just slide it slowly right at the edge, and bam, you're in the groove. And that's how you would actually find the sound. So hopefully, if it was lined up, and as I said, my eyes are not that great, guys, so hopefully I lined it up properly. So we're going to take that off and spin the record around just to make sure it's out of that spot. So now I'm going to try to see if I can line it up here. Put the needle on the tape, slide it off to the edge, and
Just shut up.
all right, so it's a little bit off.
Time out.
All right.
Time out right now.
So now, if you notice right there, guys, it's a little bit off. So what I need to do,
Now 11:15 a.m. Paul.
I need to move the tape and bring it in a little bit closer
Time out. Time out.
and pause here. Slide the tape under some more until you can feel it touching the actual needle. And once it touches it, it's bracing against the needle itself. Let me do that right here.
Time out. Right now.
There we go. So now I can tell that it's actually in the right spot. All right, guys, so now I'm going to pick it up. I will spin around again to show you that there's no magic here. We were really doing this. Stop the record. Now I can pick the needle up and I can do like this. Put it at the edge, slide it off the edge, and check this out.
And I'll kill anyone who dares to go against me.
There you go, guys. So we were doing that. That's how we made cue points back in the day. And what we would do is we would get more stickers and tape and we would put them all over the records. So if you notice when you're watching old school YouTube videos and you see guys who like tape all over the vinyl, all of that stuff was our cue points. We used this to measure how many revolutions the record would make so we can rewind, find a particular point. But apart from doing that, we were doing the cue point stuff by just using stickers and tape. Put it on the record, and I'll do it one more time. I would spin again. Look at this, random. Imagine I open my record case, I take it out, put it on turntable, and I want that spot. And I can just go right like this, put it back on the edge, and
I'll kill anyone who dares to go against me.
there we go. So that's how we do it back in the days, guys. So just in case you guys were wondering what was it like back then, we were doing it. We never had this stuff, the luxury of this, but we were making the best of the technology we had back then, and we were very creative back then, man. That's part of the reason why we created so much of the stuff that you guys do now, because we had to imagine, we had to just wonder what would it be like, what can we come up with next. We had to innovate just to make things better for us until the big companies started making technology out of the stuff that we were creating with our ideas. And hence, dicers came into play and mixers came in with all this stuff where you can cue stuff up now. So now it's easier, but this is how we did it back then. It worked. We loved it. And sometimes I even miss this stuff here, guys. All right? So now I'm going to end the vlog because, you know, today it's a Tuesday. I hope you guys enjoyed that segment. I'm going to end it off real quick. Peace and salute from West Palm Beach. And I'm out of here. See you guys tomorrow. And I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to have to go to work at 3. But I'm always here for you guys. All right? So smash the like button. Remember to subscribe. And see you tomorrow. Peace.